For this derpy, I decided to go for carpentry 50, as you see here. And all the guides I was looking at were convinced that getting carpentry 50 was going to mean losing a bunch of money or taking forever to get buy orders to fill or such. And I found two different methods that both make money and are fairly quickly. I managed to go from about level 40 to level 50 in maybe an hour or two, and made roughly 30 to 40 mil, somewhere around there, doing it. So I'm going to show you the two methods here. So the two methods involve cocoa beans and melons. See here, if we go look at melons, enchanted melon slices have a buy order value of 301 coins and an NPC value of 320 coins, which means when you buy 160, craft them into an enchanted melon block, and then sell that melon block to the NPC for 51,200 coins, you'll be making 3,200 roughly coins per block, which at per stack of these is going to net you 200,000 coins. And because everyone macros melon, buy orders fill insanely quickly, so you can create buy orders for about 20,000 is about the sweet spot I found, because people tend to insta sell a sack full at 20,000. But you can go all the way up to 70,000 and just wait, hope you get lucky or such. The other one is going to be enchanted cocoa beans. Now, enchanted cocoa beans are a little bit more tricky because to craft into cookies, you need wheat as well, which means you will need a agrami sack full of wheat. And but when you do the cocoa bean method, right here, enchanted cocoa beans buy order for about 580 coins. Oops. And enchanted cookies sell for 84,000 coins. And the math on that is about a 10,000 coin profit from the price to buy order the cocoa beans, crafted into here. Not including the price of the wheat, but I mean, a stack of wheat is 200 coins or a half stack, so it's pretty much negligible. If you do a stack of these cookies, you'll be making 600k, somewhere around there. So here's the method here for fast crafting these items. What you're going to want to do is get a filled buy order. So you can see here I've got two different ones. I'll show you both methods. You're going to want to flip the order. Just flip it for a price higher than the lowest price. Instantly cancel it. All the items will go into my inventory, and then the rest will go into my stash. As you can see here, I have 7,000 melons in my stash. What you're going to do now is get sky tills. You're going to want to edit keyboard shortcuts, and I have two different shortcuts here that are relevant. Pick up stash, which I've set to 8. You can set it to whatever you want. And then slash recipe, and I have that set to enchanted melon block. And so then all I have to do is hit my keybind, click on here, shift click that, it all goes away, and then just hit 8, inventory's full, 9 here, boom, boom, 8, 9, and you can see this goes by pretty quickly. Each time I do that, I'm getting about 40,000 carpentry experience. See that already, that was 10,000 melon slices. And then I'll show you the other method here with the cocoa beans. Let's just melon slices here. So the cocoa bean method is the same. You're just going to flip it for whatever, cancel it. It's going to go into your inventory. One thing you want to do, go into sky tills, set your recipe keybind to enchanted cookie instead. And then I'm going to go to here, got my enchanted cookie. And then just hit my keybinds, click, shift click, click again. Relatively simple. And yeah, that's pretty much the method. Go into my stacks. I know I have a bunch more melons, but that was 80 cookies there for 10,000. And then I can sell off for those for 6.5. Creating a buy order for 10,000 would be 5.7. So yeah, just in that little bit right there, I made about 800,000 coins just doing that. By the time you go all the way up to level 50, depending on where you're starting from, you should make a decent chunk of change, not lose any money. The caveat on the cocoa beans, again, you need to farm wheat. Filling up a sack, if you have a decent farming level, should only take you 2 to 3 minutes. If you have a wheat farm already. If you don't, I don't know, go farm wheat in the hub, shouldn't take you that long. Melon slices fill up really fast because, again, everyone macros melon. Cocoa beans tends to take a lot longer, but the advantage of cocoa beans is not as many people are making buy orders, which means that your buy orders aren't going to constantly be getting outbid. If you do have a buy order that gets outbid and you're stuck with, see, these actually sell pretty quick too. If you're stuck with a half-filled order and you can't flip it, that sucks. Way you can make it a little bit faster is, again, I have /BZ/Bazaar set to 6. So I'm just hitting Bazaar, going into here, claiming my order, coming out, hitting my recipe key, doing it again. It is a lot slower than the stash method because you have 2 different menus to interface through and it's more clicks. But it's still not terribly long and it doesn't impact your profits. But that's why I recommend about 20K was the sweet spot I found for melons, where if it doesn't fill instantly, it's not a big deal. It's not, or if it, if it gets overbid and it's only about half full, 10, 15,000 melons, you can fit about 20,000, or rather 2,000 items in your inventory at once. So, it's only about 10 times to open the bazaar to empty out the order. If you want to be really efficient, make buy orders, just leave them, stack them up while you do whatever else. Once they're all filled, you can do 20, you can do 71,000, you can do whatever. Just go in, do the flip method, send it all to your stash, and there's no limit on stash, so you can have this however much you want. And yeah, there's a couple other items you can do that with. Gold is one. You can see here. Okay, well, not right now, but generally gold tends to average around the 260 mark and NPCs to 280. A lot of people do enchanted diamonds, but enchanted diamonds NPC for 1280 and they're going for 13 right now, so you lose money if you NPC those, and the sell order on these isn't any better. But yeah, just look through the bazaar for any other items. Potatoes is one right here. Potatoes you can buy for 448 and they sell for 480. Potatoes don't fill very fast though. I recommend doing melon. But yeah, that's how I got carpentry 50 without losing money.